crowd with a little countdown, and now to the introductions. For the finals, the swimmers will be introduced separately as they enter the pool deck individually. 20-year-old Andrey RIBEIRO of Brazil, the 400-meter freestyle champion at the 2023 Pan American Games. The man who put his studies on hold to be in Paris goes in lane 8. .4:27.96 in the heats for RIBEIRO. Going in lane 1 is KAWABUCHI Taiyo, just 15 years old. The young man from Yokohama, 2022 Asian Paragames gold medalist. Gets a great deal off the wall at the turns. 4:26.51 for him in the heats. For many, this is the gold medal favorite. 6th in Tokyo, but since then has absolutely dominated the 400-meter freestyle S9. He's the reigning world champion, having won in 2022 as well. The 24-year-old has a strong back in and looking to add to his 4 Paralympic Games medals. The 21-year-old Sam de Visser from Belgium goes in lane 2. 4th at the 2023 World Championships, bronze medalist at the 2024 European Championships. His family is here. They've got boards up reading "Go, go, Sam, go." Well, there is a roar as the Tokyo silver medalist Ugo Didier is introduced. He is the home favorite, and he is certainly going to be encouraged by the home fans. Silver's behind BARLAAM at each of the last 2 World Championships. Ugo Didier, he'll go in 6th. Jacobo GARRIDO, 5th in Tokyo, turned 22 last week. The 2019 World Champion and 2024 European Championship silver medalist goes in lane 3 for Spain. But it's 2 Australians who go in the centre lanes. Brenden, the world record holder, the gold medalist in 2012 and 2016. He was flag bearer for Australia at the opening ceremony just last night. 3-time world champion in this event. He goes in lane 5. But going in lane 4 for Australia, the 23-year-old Timothy HODGE, 5th at the World Championships. 3-time Paralympic Games medalist, but never a gold. He's a very strong contender in this event, and somebody who's perhaps more renowned for his individual medley performances, where he's had great success and indeed even broken world records. We've spoken about the stacked lineup here, but Ugo Didier swimming in front of his home fans. This has got to be a remarkable moment, but we can't discount BARLAAM or the 2 Australians.
No, I mean, BARLAAM has dominated this event. People call him the king of freestyle. He's better known for his sprints, 50 and the 100, but he's really improved in this 400. What he's got to do, though, is he's got to establish himself and go out pretty quickly. He can't lose sight of HODGE. HODGE is younger than some of these other guys. He's a good sprinter. He's good in the IM. And if HODGE gets too far ahead of the field, it's going to be too hard for people like Brenden, Simone, BARLAAM, and Didier to reel them in.
So KAWABUCHI, de Visser, GARRIDO, HODGE, Didier, BARLAAM, and RIBEIRO, the 8 competitors who go for the very first gold medal on offer in the para swimming at Paris 2024. This is the men's 400-meter freestyle S9 final. And so many French eyes focused on lane 6 and the home hope, Ugo Didier. So a little delay to the start. The crowd eagerly and enthusiastically welcoming Didier. But silence for the start required. Timothy Hodge with a superb start. The Australian going in lane 4. Doesn't have much of an underwater, but when he pops up, he is in front. But BARLAAM, you would expect to be going out a little harder than he did in his preliminary, and indeed he is at the moment. The 24-year-old reigning world champion, having won the last 2 world championships, will be taking this race, you suspect, to the Australians. BARLAAM, no doubt listening to his hip-hop and electronic music before the races as well, which he likes to do to get himself into the vibe ahead of the race. Hodge and BARLAAM are nearly dead even at the wall through 50 meters in a race where pacing is so critical and significant.
Yeah, now BARLAAM, he likes to go kind of easy during the preliminary. So him being in lane 2 or here, lane 7 is normal course for him. Hodge breathing to his left though, so he can see BARLAAM out of it every time that he turns and he breathes. But now you see BARLAAM taking the lead, going out way ahead of them. Didier is right next to BARLAAM though. He's perfectly positioned not to let him get too far ahead.
So BARLAAM and Hodge, KAWABUCHI, the 15-year-old who likes to go out really hard, does get a good deal off the wall as well into his stroke. He's currently holding on for 3rd, but the battle between Hall and Garrido is an intriguing one as they try to make up a little bit of ground on KAWABUCHI. Ugo Didier is certainly not out of this race, but Simone BARLAAM is looking to control matters. His 6 gold medals at the World Championships last year helped Italy top the medal standings, and he'll be looking to get Italy off to the best possible start. And through the 150, he leads by a little way from Hodge of Australia.
Yep, and Hall right next to Hodge, also a good position for him too. Hall is breathing to his right, so he can see Hodge. And then to his left is Didier. Didier trying to hang on with BARLAAM, but wow, BARLAAM looks really good right now.
So KAWABUCHI is starting to fade ever so slightly. Garrido, though, who's 5th in Tokyo, he looks really strong and looks to put himself in a decent position inside the top 5 that can perhaps challenge for a medal in the closing stages. Through 200, though, it is the Italian BARLAAM who leads, touches in 2:03.44. So BARLAAM is well set to go low in this race. Timothy Hodge still in 2nd, but it's Ugo Didier who's making a move now, and that is the cheer that you might have heard in the background as Didier pushes it for a place in 3rd. Brenden Hall, so experienced, the twice champion in this event, the world record holder. What is he going to do in the closing 150 meters, Brenden Hall? Yeah,
I mean, in the prelims you saw Hall, he was behind Hodge the entire time, then he came back for a very fast sprint the last 50, but now Didier, I think he's trying to, he's actually passing Hodge now to be in the silver medal position, and he's starting to creep up on BARLAAM.
Well, this is some superb swimming from Ugo Didier if he can hold on. Has he gone a little too early? BARLAAM, though, is still a body length in front with 15 meters to go to the 300 mark. But Didier is looking to put the hammer down now with over 100 meters to go in the race. Hodge is holding on for 3rd ahead of Brenden Hall. BARLAAM will turn first, but not by much. A second separates BARLAAM and Didier going into the final 100. And this is certainly approaching deafening levels inside this venue because Didier is making a move. It's a grand move. Will it pay off, though? The Italian is holding on.
And here comes BARLAAM. We talked about what a good sprinter he is. As BARLAAM is an upper body swimmer, so he drives with his arms. But Didier has the power of the crowd behind him. Typically they're in reverse. BARLAAM is catching Didier, but now it's the opposite. Can Didier catch BARLAAM?
Well, he's made up nearly a full second on BARLAAM. Ugo Didier is looking to hit the front here. Silver's behind BARLAAM at each of the last 2 World Championships. 2024 European champion, though, he's got a strong final 100 and he's in front with 25 meters to go. BARLAAM finds himself behind and needing to play catch-up. Meanwhile, Hall is looking to overtake Hodge for 3rd. Hall is making a genuine push on Hodge, but it is going to be Ugo Didier of France for the first gold medal in the Paris swimming at Paris 2024. He touches ahead of BARLAAM as he upgrades his silver from Tokyo to gold in Paris. Hall touches for a splendid bronze medal, having been out of the medals in Tokyo as he finished 4th 3 years ago. Ugo Didier, what a moment, what a man, what a victory. 4:12.55.
Wow, what a great way to start the meet. Didier sitting on the lane line, so happy, but you know who might actually be happier than Didier is Brenden Hall.
Exactly. Exactly. Brenden Hall overhauling Hodge in the closing 25 meters to pull off a superb bronze medal snatch despite his sluggish start.
Brenden Hall, right, he was last off the blocks, Hodge is first. You see Hodge take out that early lead. That's exactly what he did this morning. And Brenden Hall, such an experienced swimmer. Remember, he was gold medalist in London and in Rio. And here you have BARLAAM, the king of the sprint. I guess maybe he went out a little fast. He took it out nicely. He was doing really well. BARLAAM does have the advantage on the walls over Didier. But what happened is that Didier, he hung with him, and then he made his move really at the last 300, and he overtook BARLAAM, which is a very surprising result. Typically, it's the opposite with the two of them. And then you have here, Didier blew right past BARLAAM. BARLAAM came in for the second, and Hall made his move and out-touched Hodge for the bronze. And Hall was so incredibly happy. This is his last games.
Brenden Hall, one of the all-time legends, the world record holder,